welcome to the world of the tradition-steeped Metro Manila Tiong Lian Basketball Association as we relive its glorious journey from the mid-1960s in a three-part documentary. A deflating experience for Chiang Kai-shek College. It was when its bid for a title three-peat was shut down by Uno High School in 1989. The Blue Dragons, though, regrouped, and when another back-to-back opportunity quickly presented itself for Coach Sunny Ko and the team, they were well prepared, unsuccessful. Chiang Kai-shek indeed triumphantly registered a three-peat in 1990, 1991, and 1992. In the finals, Grace Christian fell by the wayside in 1990 and 1992, and Hope Christian beat the dust in 1991. For Sunny Ko, it was the 6th championship in 8 seasons. In 1993, Hope Christian exacted revenge with a stunning defeat of the steamrolling Chiang Kai-shek team in the finals. That year, Xavier School returned to the MMTLBA following a prolonged 18-year sabbatical. The Golden Stallions settled for 3rd place behind Hope Christian and Chiang Kai-shek, but it would not take long for Xavier, with an all-male student population, to dominate the league down the road with 9 of its second-running 10 juniors titles overall and a mind-boggling 19 podium finishes in the next 21 seasons that also included 6 silvers and 4 bronzes. The title reign by Hope Christian High School in 1993 was short-lived. Under the tutelage of head coach Joel Yap, Chiang Kai-shek again reached the mountaintop in 1994 and 1995. Both against St. Stephen's High School, as Xavier ranked 3rd for a 3rd straight campaign. That 1995 season was worth remembering. The Stephenians, mentored by Goldwyn Monteverde, swept the elimination round and looked to dethrone the Blue Dragons. However, Chiang Kai-shek turned the tables around in the finals to retain the juniors' diadem. Another Grand Slam bid was in the offing for Chiang Kai-shek in 1996, but it was instantly torpedoed when 2 of its starters from the previous season were left off the team. Hulking Rodel Nang became ineligible when he suited up in the Junior Philippine Basketball League, or PBL. Brian Ngo, on the other hand, did not enroll in the school. With that, the Blue Dragons plummeted out of the top 3 rankings. Coach Goldwyn Monteverde hit the jackpot that year as St. Stephen's, bannered by spunky guard Jefferson T., stunned Xavier School in the finals. It marked the first time that the Golden Stallions advanced to the championship series since they won it all in 1972. In 1997, Uno earned its 3rd juniors title as Xavier remained a bridesmaid for the 2nd year in a row. Romar Velasco, skipper of the Uno team. Other prominent players on the champion Union outfit were high-scoring Mitchell Tan, Erwin Concepcion, Reynald D., Rembrandt Ngo, and John Erwin Cheng, all of whom suited up for the 3rd place Uno High School alumni team in the 40 and above division in the 2024 Inter-Alumni Veterans Basketball Association, or AYABA, competitions. Also on the roster were Richard Yap, Iverson Angeles, Simpson Reyes, Joel Pua, Gerald Go, Enrique Uy, Bo Aaron Tan, and Richmond Gutcheco. The coaching staff was led by head honcho Arsenio Di Sanco and his assistants Lloyd Lee and Charlie Sim. School principal was Dr. Jose Yu Siek Pong, and his son Milton Alfred Yu was the school sports director at that time. The lineup of Xavier School, on the other hand, included Eric Yao, who was to metamorphose into a scoring machine a year later, Joseph Mo, Michael Chua, James C., and Danny Boy Balanzan. Only 6 schools took part in the 1997 wars. They are Chiang Kai-shek, Grace Christian, Hope Christian, St. Stephen's, which slipped to 3rd place after being the champion the year before, and Uno and Xavier, the tournament finalists after finishing with win-loss records of 8-2 and 7-3 respectively in the double round elimination. With a twice-to-beat advantage in the finals, the Unions made short work of the Golden Stallions with a victory outright. A dagger triple by Mitchell Tan in the end game sealed the deal for Uno, according to its sports director, Milton Yu. Behind the prolific Eric Yao, Xavier finally broke through in 1998 with a 2-game sweep of the best-of-3 finals against Chiang Kai-shek. The Golden Stallions were unbeaten in 10 appearances en route to the title finish. But a major coup for the Tiong Lian, though, is Xavier's acquisition of 2-time Philippine Olympian Jaime Mariano as its head coach that year. Yao's golden arm was supported by Mr. Cool Mariano's masterful handling of the team from the bench. For the season, the athletic 6'1" Yao posted an eye-popping 45.8 points per game for the highest single-season scoring average in Tiong Lian history.
We were playing against Philippine Cultural, one of the strongest team. I broke a record of, I'm not sure if it's 32 points or 33 points. For the longest time, hindi na ano yun eh. And then when I was coaching from Grace, I coached Xavier. I got a player named Eric Yao. Sabi niya, Coach, be-breaking ko yan. First game niya, 59 points ata siya o 60. So, na-break ka. Pero that's after how many years, no?
Before Jeric Teng, also from Xavier, achieved his massive 104-point feast in January 2011. Yao held the league's all-time individual score of 64 points versus Uno High School in an elimination round game. In the title series clinching Game 2, Yao exploded for 54 points, another finals game record to the delight of the Xavier crowd. Yao eventually matriculated at Ateneo de Manila University and was on the Blue Eagles roster for the 1998 UAAP season. On a team built around Christian Luanzon, St. Stephen's High School scored back-to-back championships in 1999 and 2000. Each time, it was Luanzon who held the fort and Goldwyn Monteverde essayed the mentoring role.
Ano siya, typical na yun, no? Sa Chinese, kasi sa Chinese school, may makita ko 6'3" o 6'4". Malaking bata na nung panahon yun, di ba? Mga-center na yun. And kung yun nagkakamali si Christian in elementary, hindi naman sa center that time. So, I think he played guard. Kakaibang big siya at that time. Ano yun, kumbaga something na para siya blessing sa team yung gano'n. Di na memorable naman sa akin yung second, yung kasi nag-back-to-back champion sila Christian. And ano siya, nag-1-1 yung series. So it went to game 3. Eh kung doon nagkakamali, nag-start yung game 16-0. So,
0 kami ah.
0 kami. So, you know, I think natapos sa first half about by 7 or 8 yung uno. Then we had a really good run in third quarter and we were able to win pa yung championship yung time nila.
Members of the 1999 squad also included Arthur Tew, Ryan Ching, Jasper Go, Michael Kong, Jeff Ong, Ryan Chu, and Robbie Kua. In addition to Luanzon, holdovers on the 2000 unit were Kong, Kua, Ryan Chu, Go, and Ching. Not long after, it was the turn of Xavier School to take the Tiong Lian League by storm at the turn of the 21st century. Xavier School transformed into a perennial title contender at the turn of the 21st century. even as St. Stephen's and Chiang Kai-shek were able to break through the Golden Stallions' dynastic rule. Both schools did it at the expense of the Golden Stallions on 2 separate occasions each. With a stunning 32-game winning streak and an unprecedented 4 straight juniors championships along the way, Xavier School advanced to the finals for 11 consecutive seasons from 2001 to 2011, duplicating the all-time league mark held by Chiang Kai-shek College from 1985 to 1995. During the period, the San Juan City-based team corralled 8 titles. Behind Joseph Henry Yu, a senior, Tyron Conrad, T.Y. Tang, a junior, and Christopher John Chu, a sophomore, Xavier beat Uno for the title in 2001. Built around Tang and Chu, the team repeated over the Unions the following campaign to make its victim a bridesmaid for the 3rd year in a row. A title three-peat came in 2003 when Chu helped lead the blue and gold past Chiang Kai-shek in the finals. In all 3 years, holding the Xavier School coaching reins was Alfredo Amadon, who had come over from Far Eastern University and steered the Tamaraws to a UAAP crown in 1992. Yo and Tang at De La Salle and Chu at Ateneo eventually earned UAAP championship rings at the collegiate level. The triumvirate also made it to the PBA, with Chu also representing the national colors during his heyday. Yo was the first Tiong Lian product of Xavier School to see action in the PBA.
There were certain games that were competitive and got us to some scare towards the end of the game that we have to compete. But towards the playoff rounds, if I remember right, from the first half, tapos na yung laro. With Joseph and Chris in there and some of the others. First half, it was already up 18-20. We ended up finishing the game about 20 points, and well, game's pretty much over by that time. And it's not because of we were good at that time, I would say. Other teams were also competitive, but I would really go back to the time and dedication that we put, or the effort that we put. We're more together outside the court. And the friendship was growing and growing, that when we start playing, we just know what's gonna happen.
In 2004, St. Stephen's High School snared the juniors title. The team retained the crown the next campaign. In those 2 years, the Stephenians were bannered by meal ticket center Kish Grover Cole and coached by Goldwyn Monteverde, son of the late Mother Lily of Regal Films, who was the only head coach in league history to capture a championship with 2 different schools. Having also triumphed with Chiang Kai-shek College in 2012 to go, with his 5 rings with St. Stephen's for a total of 6, just one shy of Sonny Co's 7. Both times too, it came at the expense of Xavier School in the finals. Joining Cole, who later played and won a collegiate title with the De La Salle Green Archers in the UAAP. Of the 2005 unit were Patrick Ong, Cliff Aparicio, Kyle Yulo, Ralph Kua, Lawrence Wu, and Vic Liave. The defending champions Stephenians grabbed the best-of-3 series opener, 94-81, in triple overtime on Valentine's Day. A big crowd at Chiang Kai-shek College Gym gathered to witness the 55-minute thriller, a game that took nearly 3 hours to complete. History was made, for it was the first and only triple overtime finals game in Tiong Lian history. St. Stephen's, which trailed by as much as 17 points, 27-10 in the early goings, netted the game's final 12 points after Xavier was reduced to its barest minimum of 5 players during the third 5-minute extension due to injuries and foul trouble. Xavier's 3 rotation players went down with an injury, and the team's 6'3" main man Woodward Woody Janko was whistled a charging foul in the first few seconds of the first 5-minute OT, and fouled out. Behind Ko, Rijan Lee, Eric Enrico D. Jr., and Charles Justin Chua, who's now the head coach of College of St. Benilde in the NCAA. Xavier equalized with a 76-70 success in Game 2. Backing up Kish Ko's guarantee of victory prior to the decisive third game, the Stephenians pulled off an easy 74-59 decision to retain his junior's diadem.
I think for me, yung Game 3 na yun, the pressure was a lot higher. Since momentum sila eh, they won the previous league. I think it all boiled down to the mentality of me and my teammates as well. At the end of the day, you're playing basketball to have fun. Especially for us seniors. Last game mo na sa buong career ng high school. In the future, your teammates might not be your teammates anymore, which is the case. So we remind each other na it's our last game together. Win or lose, it's been us all the way. So luckily, unfortunately, it turned out really well. I think we played one of the best teams in the series so far.
St. Stephen's finished the tournament with an 11-1 record. Xavier, on the other hand, owned an 8-4 mark, with all of its losses coming at the hands of its title nemesis of the past 2 seasons.
I mean, I just saw a kid that really refused to lose them. Kasi lahat ng sitwasyon is not going out. But then, alam mo itong batang to, I mean, at that time, kind of pride na niya si Chris talaga. Siya yung tipo ng player na hindi na tsunami sa kaibigan. He felt na nanalo ko for, I mean, tune-up game. Even ganun klase pride ng bata na talagang, ayaw talaga matalo. Kaya for that game, yung di dahil sa kanya, yung game 1, malamang matalo ko yung Xavier.
Just before the opening of the 30th edition of the MMTLBA on January 7, 2006 at the Uno High School Campus Gym, the premier CHiNOY High School Basketball League honored 10 of the old-time greatest athletes in its first 30 years. They were Lim Eng Beng from Chiang Kai-shek, Fortunato Atoy Ko Jr. from Cultural, Sonny Ko of Chiang Kai-shek, Paul Du of Uno, Kenneth Yap from St. Stephen's, Benito Cheng from Cultural, Alfrancis Chua from Grace Christian, Gilbert Lau from Uno, Alex Tan of Grace, and Reynold So from Hope Christian. The 2006 season jump-started an intense 3-year rivalry between Xavier School and Chiang Kai-shek College. The Golden Stallions overcame a 2-year title jinx by sweeping the perennial championship contending Blue Dragons in the best-of-3 finals that year. St. Jude Catholic School ranked 3rd and reached the medal podium for the first time since being accepted as a Tiong Lian member school in 2003. The Judenites took a leave in 2005, but a year later in 2006, the school and founding member Grace Christian returned to the fold to bring the league's overall membership back to 7 schools. That 2006 Xavier team enjoyed the services of a solid 1-2 punch in seniors Woodward John Ko and Charles Justin Chua. The Golden Stallions defeated the Blue Dragons twice, 72-61. And 84-73 in the titular series for a perfect 9-0 tournament windup. In the series clincher, Ko and Chu combined for 59 points, including a career-high 30 points, spiked by 5 triples from Chu. The 6'3" Ko recorded a career-best 53 points in a 122-61 shellacking of Uno High School on January 27 that year. Head coach of the Golden Stallions at the time was Patrick Henry Aquino.
First of all, it was my first time coaching Tiong Lian. It was a different atmosphere, different culture of coaching. I didn't know that coaching Xavier at that time was this big, and being part of a Tiong Lian tournament was really incredible. Charles Chu was a great player also. Without him manning the court, and I've seen siguro from that point of view now, he's gonna be a great coach also kasi he's the one who's my point guard. He knows how to, when I said instruction to him, he knows what to do already, and Woody's there, and not just that, all his teammates before were part of it that really make the team the best and one of the best team that I've coached.
Woody would later last on with the Universidad ng Pilipinas in the UAAP and walked away with the league's Rookie of the Year citation in 2006. He would be the first of 3 Tiong Lian products, all from Xavier School, to earn top freshman honors in the UAAP. Joining Ko on the list were brothers Jeric Teng with UST in 2009 and Jeric Teng with De La Salle in 2012. Chu, on the other hand, would eventually go into coaching. He was once an assistant on the Gilas Pilipinas coaching staff during elder brother Chris Chu's time with the national team, and currently mentors the De La Salle St. Benil Blazers in the NCAA, succeeding T.Y. Tang in the post after the pandemic years. Aquino would become a multi-title bench strategist of the National University Lady Bulldogs in the UAAP and head coach of the national women's basketball team as well. To conclude its 30th season, the MMTLBA held a dream game on February 23, 2006, held at the Uno High School gym. Fans were treated free of charge to a game between Tiong Lian products from the past and present. The players that saw action in the dream game were divided into 2 teams, A and B, with each selection having alumni and active player components. Team A was composed of Woody Ko, Charles Chu, and Mark Teo from the 2006 Tiong Lian Titus Xavier School, Carl Kua and Edison Chua from St. Jude Catholic School, and Angelo So and Brian Calanton from Grace Christian, plus Tiong Lian alums Joseph Yo, Eric Yao, Chris Chu, T.Y. Tang, and Paul Chua from Xavier School, and Gilbert Sanidad from Grace Christian, who later starred for De La Salle College of St. Benil in the NCAA. Team B consisted of Justin Chua and Alexander Wong from 2006 Tiong Lian runner-up Chiang Kai-shek College, Kevin Lee and Carl No from Uno High School, Patrick Ong and John Thea from St. Stephen's High School, and John Patrick Uy and Ivan Oran from Hope Christian High School, plus former Tiong Lian stars Sean Ko from Chiang Kai-shek College, Charles Tan from Uno, Christian Luanzon from St. Stephen's, who later donned the colors of the University of Santo Tomas in the UAAP, Harley Nang from St. Stephen's, who later starred for Mapua Tech in the NCAA, Kish Ko from St. Stephen's, who subsequently earned a UAAP title ring with De La Salle, and Florante Salazar from Hope Christian, who eventually played for UST in the UAAP. The result, Chris Chu nailed a triple, his 3rd for the day, just before the game buzzer sounded to equalize the score at 74-all.
There's the pass. Chris Chu shakes off his man. No foul goal. He makes the shot! And what a ball game it is.
And we have a deadlock, no? 74-all.
Since it was an exhibition contest, no 5-minute extension was held. Chris Chu top scored for Team A with 19 points, while the Ninja, Joseph Yo, buried a pair of triples and totaled 17. Eric Yao was the only other double-figure scorer for Team A with 13. Christian Luanzon, now an assistant coach with UP in the UAAP Banner TP with 19 points, including a pair of 3 balls. Alexander Wong contributed 18 and Sean Ko netted 11, highlighted by 3 triples.